can you really do everything in Tomorrowland? Let's go and find out. There is just so much to see and do in Disney World, and it can be really overwhelming to try to do everything when you're running back and forth. That's why we've started taking it land by land just to see how long it takes you to do everything in each land in Magic Kingdom. And today we are putting Tomorrowland to the test. Park opened 15 minutes ago. We have a lightning lane for right now. We have an individual lightning lane starting in 10 minutes. And our timer starts right now. Also, I forgot my sunglasses. So it's gonna be a day. Now there is lots to do here in Tomorrowland, a lot more than you might even think, but I'm gonna start with my favorite, the biggest heavy hitter in my opinion, which is Space Mountain. We've got Genie Plus today. We're using an individual lightning lane. We're gonna zoom through this. We're thinking positive thoughts, and it's gonna be great. Space Mountain is an indoor roller coaster that takes you to space. It's a lot of fun. You do sit solo in a bobsled-like ride vehicle. If you're not super keen on, you know, dark spaces, maybe consider skipping this one, but this one is amazing. Now, space is not one that we normally recommend getting your first lightning lane of the day for, so it's fairly easy to get a 9 o'clock start time because it's not the highest priority, although it is kind of, I'd say it's probably in my top 5. Okay, space was great, so much fun. That's a great way to wake up in the morning. Still one of my favorites, but my goodness. It'll pop your bag for you. Like, let's just put it that way. There's my phone. Next I have my individual lightning lane for Tron that started 10 minutes ago. I made another lightning lane for Buzz. And we're trucking, we're moving and grooving. Okay, while I'm in here, so I do need to go to my individual lightning lane. So fun fact, if you did not know, Space Mountain, the exit queue actually comes out into the store, the brand new store that kind of opened with Tron. It's not super brand new, it's really more rethemed. And I actually have to do something in here, so I might as well do it while I'm here. So this is the store. It did open in April with Tron. This is where you're gonna find all that major Tron merchandise, like the Tron Lego track set, which is actually really neat. Some t-shirts, bubble water, like a ton of stuff. Anything you can imagine, and I have to pick out something for Quincy. Luckily, Quincy and I were actually here together when this opened, so I know kind of what she likes. This is not going to be super hard. She and I both loved the Flynn's Arcade Retro collection that they put out, because they did a Tron collection, but then they also did Flynn's Arcade. So I know we both really loved this. I thought it was super cute. So Quincy, I'm picking out this for you, the Flynn's t-shirt. I hope you love it. But we have to go to Tron, so I can't sit and look at it for a long time. But that's 2 things done already. We've only been here for like 15 minutes. Okay, so next up we are headed to Tron, which we actually grabbed a individual lightning lane for today. So I technically grabbed this and a virtual queue. Those are the only 2 ways that you can get on Tron right now, is by doing a virtual queue and or an individual lightning lane, which you can purchase through Genie Plus. It was $20 today on top of Genie Plus to purchase this, which that rate can actually vary. I had fully intended on doing the virtual queue, and then I went slow, and I made poor decisions, and rather than going for virtual queue and then my lightning lane, I just had a moment because it was 7 a.m. and I grabbed my lightning lane first, which I should have reversed the 2. So I did not pull a great virtual queue. Luckily for me, there was lots of time available for the individual lightning lane, so I still grabbed that one. It is a motorcycle type ride vehicle, so you sit on it like a bike. There's a crazy launch at the beginning, and then it's kind of like a dark ride inside the whole like experience. It's so cool. We love Tron. Unfortunately, these vehicles, the ride vehicles, do not accommodate all body types. So if you're concerned about that, or you're concerned about what it might feel like, we highly recommend trying out the test seats, which are right out here at the front. And another thing, if you're using that virtual queue, you have an hour to come back once it's called. But if you miss that queue, you are not getting in on the ride. So like Guardians over at Epcot, oftentimes if you are running a little late, majority of the time they will let you in. Now if it's a super busy day, that is not guaranteed, but they try to accommodate as much as possible. Sadly, Tron, they are not as accommodating. They really can't be. It's a newer ride, it's really high in demand. So if you don't make it, sadly, you don't make it. So as soon as that virtual queue is called, we highly, highly, highly recommend just going ahead and heading on over here. Don't waste time or you'll miss it. Woohoo! I love that. I appreciate how the pre-show is kind of short. Sometimes I love a long pre-show, and then sometimes you just appreciate that they're like, hey, let's get moving. Oh, I love stepping in here. It's so dark and cold. It's like euphoric on a hot day. Another thing that Tron introduced over here is the locker system. So this is the first time there's a locker system at Disney World in this way. It's a free locker. You go down and you can use your Magic Band or a physical card. You cannot use your phone wallet. You tap it, and you just put your things inside.
Initiate in 3, 2, 1.
Finished on Tron. It's so good. It's fun. It's short. If you have that expectation, then you're gonna love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit more intense, and there is a moment where you're a little high off the ground. But overall, I really am growing to love this. There's one other thing that I am gonna do in this area, and I've already realized I've made a mistake. But we'll get into what that is in just a minute. So the last thing I need to do over here in the Tron area is grab something from Energy Bites. So Energy Bites also opened in April with Tron, although the menu has already changed quite a bit. They used to have dumplings. The dumplings simply were not good. And so now I'm gonna grab one of the slushies. So here at Energy Bites right now, they have a watermelon slushie, a pina colada slushie, strawberry isoform, which has stayed since it opened, and chocolate cake donut holes, which also has stayed. We have full reviews of both of those items up on the website, but I'm gonna go for the watermelon slushie right now because I actually really love it. Okay, here it is. This is my watermelon slushie. There's literally Pop Rocks on top. I can hear them. I don't think you can hear them, but they're there. Let's give it a taste, and then we're gonna walk to our mistake. I love this thing. It is so syrupy sweet, to be honest with you. Like, it is sweet. But the Pop Rocks are so much fun. It is so nice and refreshing on a hot day. It's probably my favorite drink right now in Magic Kingdom, and I love the LeFou's brew, so this is saying a lot. I will say, very sweet, almost like Jolly Rancher sweet, but still good. Now I am gonna have to kind of circle that way to my arch nemesis. This is not the mistake, but I'm gonna do it on our way. This is Cool Ship. Right up here. It's not on today. Normally though, this is like some misters, and then here to the left you can get some popcorn and treats. I was supposed to stand in the misters until I got like drenched. That was the thing. It's not on today. So, Cool Ship. That's Cool Ship. And fun fact, this was actually a movie prop up here. Fry's the one who taught me that. Cool Ship. I can't remember if the movie was Rocket. I can't remember the movie. I'll have to look it up. Fry taught me. It is my fault that I can't remember. This is a movie prop. Now, this was the true mistake of my life. I thought, okay, we've got Genie Plus. We're gonna zoom through this. We're doing so great. We've already finished so many things. And then I remembered my arch nemesis, the meanest girl in school, Astro Orbiter, does not have Genie Plus. And guess what? It's a 45-minute wait. And also, guess what? It'll probably stay at that. Realistically, it won't drop for a while, and I don't have a while. So I'm gonna finish my watermelon slush. We're gonna hop in line and pray that this goes faster, because this will be our one hiccup for the day. I should have rope dropped this. It's my own fault. Also, this whole queue is in the sun, so be prepared. If you don't know what Astro Orbiter is and why I don't like it at all, it is a Dumbo-esque ride, which might sound surprising, but it's on top of the People Mover. It's so high up, and it moves significantly faster than Dumbo, especially on that way down. You really get zooming, and it's just not a favorite of mine. I am scared of heights, so I don't really like it at all. If you have the same fear, maybe be cautious at this one. And there's no genie for it, so the wait times get really long, and I'm just not a fan. Oh, bane of my existence, but we made it. I go. I don't like this. And it leans really hard. Okay, so that took about 35 minutes. Not great, not bad. I mean, Astro Orbiter will normally sit around 25 to 45 minutes, so that's pretty much to be expected since we didn't rope drop it. Hopefully that will be our longest wait for the day. Now I have a lightning lane for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I need to go ahead and use it so we can make another one. And then I'm really hoping, like ideally, I would love to just like finish the rides as quickly as possible and then just do like shows and characters really quickly. Doesn't that sound nice though? Just doing everything quickly. That never happens. We are an hour and a half in, and considering we just spent over half an hour on one ride alone, I don't feel bad about that at all.
Stabilize your flight path. Aim for the Z's.
It's because I did not think I was gonna get it, but we broke down in the last room. Not broke down, but we paused. And that means we get to get the sticker. Okay, so fun fact, if you get Galactic Hero, there's actually a small little surprise at the end. And you do have to ask for it, so I'm gonna go ask for it. This is my sticker. He jokingly did ask for proof. So just in case you ever really want it, maybe take a picture. And luckily I took a video, so thank goodness. But there it is. You can get a little Galactic Hero sticker. These used to be like legit buttons, but now just stickers. Okay, so used to, starting back in May, Buzz Lightyear resumed meet and greets here in Magic Kingdom. Now, I can't find Buzz on the app. So right now, I think it might be some new friends. Chip and Dale have been coming out recently in their Tomorrowland outfits, their futuristic outfits. And I just talked to a PhotoPass person and he said it would be in like the next 5 minutes. Technically, they're not always officially here, but Buzz is, or they are, so we're gonna wait for Chip and Dale. We'll wait 5 minutes, and it's fine because that's kind of like bonus points. If you're really disappointed that it might not be Buzz Lightyear while you're here, you can still meet him over in Hollywood Studios. He has really firm set times every single day over in Toy Story Land, and you can find all of those times in the app. So don't stress if you want to meet him here, and you can't. He's in Hollywood Studios too. Okay, I just confirmed Buzz is gone from Magic. This is the first time I've heard it confirmed. That might be a little bit of old news, but he's only in Hollywood Studios, so don't look for Buzz here. Hi! Hi, thank you. Hello, Dale, Chip. How are you guys today? Oh, you like my ears? I had to go on theme, of course. They match yours. You guys look pretty great today. I saw you yesterday at Garden Grill, but I think I like these outfits even better. It was tasty though. You guys did a great job. Oh, you can even do the robe. I like that. That's nice. They are the best robots. So much fun. I've just been asking tons of questions, I guess. So just met Chip and Dale. They were so nice. They were dressed in their Tomorrowland like outfits. They looked so futuristic and cool. Loved it, loved it, loved it. They were also great. And I really did go to Garden Grill yesterday with Reedla, which was tons of fun. I did talk to the cast member though about Stitch, because again, his times are not in the app. And she said Stitch has been a little finicky lately. Sometimes he wants to roam, sometimes he's on the stage. She literally said Stitch may not have showed up today. She said it's too hot and he might be at Typhoon Lagoon. Maybe he's just off today. We're gonna keep an eye out for Stitch. I haven't seen him yet, and there's no permanent time, so it could be hit or miss for us, could be hit or miss for you guys, but luckily Stitch is not just here. You can actually see him at Ohana as well. Okay, now I have hopped in line for the People Mover. It said only about 10 minutes on the app. It's moving pretty well, so hopefully that'll be about right. And then we'll only have one ride left, a few shows, and some restaurants. We're doing great, friends. Right, so excited. So here we are, People Mover, one of my favorite rides in all of Disney. It's a slow-moving journey over Tomorrowland. Can't see him, but guess who's on the stage? It's Stitch. He's here today. There he is. No.
Attention travelers.
I don't have
Your journey
time.
has been temporarily delayed. For your safety, please remain seated. Thank you.
No, I need to see Stitch. Okay, we just got out of People Mover and Stitch is still on stage, but he's been here for a while, so I'm gonna at least go wave at him. I'd like to get a picture, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Look at him. Nice. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, I got my picture. He was posing with several people, like in my direction, but no one was behind me, so it looks like he's posing for me. You know, it's all about what you tell yourself sometimes. And I'm telling myself that he was posing with me. So we got our picture with Stitch, which is huge because I didn't even know if we'd see him today. So now we're gonna go to Carousel of Progress because it's time for another show to start. Literally as I'm walking up, they're about to open the doors. And I love this show. Carousel of Progress is a rotating theater show that takes you with one family through the evolution of history and technology. You go through 4 different decades together just to see how things have changed. This is one Walt Disney actually created himself. It used to be over in Disneyland and it was created for the 1964 World's Fair, and now it lives here in Walt Disney World, luckily for me. If you don't know, this is a 20-minute show and you do have to stay seated. So if you're not prepared for a full 20 minutes of your life in here, maybe take that into consideration. I wish I could spend forever in here, but you know, that's the difference between me and other people. Okay, Carousel of Progress was great, although it did make me a little bit sleepy. However, we're gonna go solve that problem right now with our next stop. And if you know anything about us, you know where I'm going. And if you don't, you just honestly probably need to know a little bit about Tomorrowland and, frankly, something that would help me stay awake. It's not that, okay, you get it. Joffreys Revive. Now, I'm not gonna be eating and getting something at every single location, but I won't ever pass up a chance to grab some Joffreys. So I'm gonna hop in line and I'm gonna get one of my favorites, shaken Jamaican, cold brew, caramel, oat milk. It's good stuff. Part of this challenge was that if I didn't buy anything, you know, the alternative was, you know, okay, say what the cast likes. I only know what the girls like. If I really think about it, I don't get coffee with the boys. I really don't think that I do. I know that Quincy gets a shaken Jamaican with caramel and almond milk. Cassie from Disney Food Blog gets a vanilla iced latte. And then Fry also gets a shaken Jamaican. Fry actually will mix it up, but I hear her get that a lot. I'm realizing now I don't know what the boys get. So Sage, Breedlove, let me know. I'm sorry. I feel like a bad friend to you guys. We just don't get coffee together. All right, we got our shaken Jamaican. I love this thing. Cheers, friends. Now we have a few stops to make on our way over to Tomorrowland Speedway while we quickly finish this, and that is our last like official ride for the day. I have a lightning lane for it, and then we're gonna just keep trucking. Cool scanner. Cool ship still off, just in case you were curious. We're gonna stop over here. We're gonna like kind of walk through some stores. Merchants of Venus. So this is not really a store anymore. It used to be. Now it is more of a seating area for anti-gravities. You walk inside. There's just lots of places to chill over here. So it's really nice, really chill. And that's Merchants of Venus. Now I'm gonna step back outside because the task for Merchants of Venus was do my best Shakespearean monologue about space, and it's time for me to admit I know very little about Shakespeare or space or monologues. So I think the best I can give you is Mr. Morrow, wherefore art thou, Mr. Morrow? Cheers. This is Anti-Gravities. So this is where you're gonna get some Galactic goodies like chocolate milkshakes. They also have specialty items. So right now they have the apple fritter milkshake. You can also get the asteroid shake here, which is like a chocolate milkshake that's been really souped up. Just lots of fun goodies. They'll have a lot of seasonal fun stuff. And yeah, just ice cream basically. Okay, so this challenge for Anti-Gravities is to do an impression of what Anti-Gravity would be like if she were real. And I have this visual of like a really old auntie named Anti-Gravity, and she wants you to have some good galactic goodies. And she has an accent that's not discernible. Impressions that are bad with Emma. Everybody else has like Q-tips, you know, like Q-tips when Quincy gives tips, or like facts with Fry, and I have bad impressions of Emma. Okay, on our next stop as we head toward Tomorrowland Speedway, and I quickly finish my coffee because I want to enjoy the coffee, but I also don't want to waste time. We're heading into Star Traders. So Star Traders is just kind of your generic Disney store, to be honest with you. You will find a lot of Stitch merchandise, you'll find a lot of seasonal merchandise, so right now lots of Hocus Pocus things because of Halloween. You'll find some new emos in here, which I feel personally in love with. Yeah, so lots of fun stuff. Now I will say my challenge in here is to find a little something for Sage. So let's look around. Sage is hard to shop for because he's just really, you know, he's a live entertainment guy, he's a villains guy, he's a dad now. So there's a few things that we could look at, and I'm just, ooh, my eye is being caught. So if I had to get something for Sage, I probably would grab one of these Jack Skellington, maybe the t-shirt or the hoodie. I could see him being a big hoodie guy. Because not only is Jack Skellington, he's not really a villain, but he kind of is. Like there's like that 50-50. He's not the villain of his movie, but at the same time, he kidnaps Santa Claus, which I don't really think a hero would do. And he sings. So you kind of save live entertainment. I'm giving this one to Sage. There you go, Sage. Okay, finally, we are gonna head on to Tomorrowland Speedway. This is a speedway ride where you get to be the driver. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter if you have a license, and that's the biggest deal. If you don't have a license, you can still drive? That's pretty crazy. We're finally driving. I don't recommend vlogging and driving, just as like a general practice, but, you know, do as we say, not as we do kind of vibes. I think, you know what, honestly, probably PR. I was zooming through there. Obviously, you can't go that fast, but it was a lot of fun. Now let's talk about Cosmic Rays, and then we're gonna head back towards the other side, kind of at Tomorrowland, and wrap this baby up. So this is Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. Fun fact, this is like the fastest, most productive restaurant in America because of how many people they feed every day. Cosmic Rays is actually a quick service here in Tomorrowland. So you can find burgers, you can find salads, you can find chicken tenders, pretty middle of the road stuff, but I've liked it a lot lately. And you also can find Sunny Eclipse. So my task right now is to give you the full history of Sunny Eclipse and who he is. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I just know that he's a famous jazz alien singer. I didn't know he had a full history. So we're gonna learn together. Sunny Eclipse is a Zorky musician. He was brought up in Newark, and it was naturally steered him toward a music career growing up there, leading him to tour across the cosmos. It's pretty impressive. During a performance on Mars where his backup singers vanished, he encountered the invisible space angels, becoming his steadfast companions ever since. Oh, subsequently he secured a stable engagement as a resident artist here in the Starlight Lounge at the inaugural Earth branch of Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe in Tomorrowland. Lately I've really liked Cosmic Rays. Check out the salads, they're pretty darn good. So our next stop is going to be over here at the lunching pad in the center of Tomorrowland. We're going to grab a little bit of a snack there and then keep going on our major journey, challenge, self-discovery. So the next thing we're going to do is the Tomorrowland Kugel Ball. So what you might not know is this is basically a massive ball of like granite that's just supported by a very thin layer of water. It actually is a perfect sphere, and physics is what like basically lets kids be able to move this. Reportedly, supposedly, this does weigh 6 tons, and you can easily move it yourself because of some physics. So let's move it. And fun fact, this is kind of like I'm getting dizzy just watching it. This is like a globe, that's the word. And so you can actually find, oh my gosh, I just saw it go past me. That's the castle. Okay, you can find the castle on here. And I'm trying to find it. This is it. I can't get it to slow down. It's been going too fast. That's the castle. I want to show you the castle. I can't get it to slow down. I have spotted the castle 4 times. There it is. That's it. Where my hand was. I don't think you guys can see it because I can't get it to slow down. There it goes. That's the castle. Now we are here at the lunching pad. This is kind of a fast, quick service here in Tomorrowland. There are not many options, but you can get frozen Cokes here, you can get some hot dogs, you can get a cream cheese pretzel, or even a Mickey pretzel. So I placed my mobile order. I'm just going with a classic today because honestly, that's all I want right now. But we're gonna eat here. Okay, so I just went with a classic Mickey pretzel. This might be a weird hot take, but I actually really like Mickey pretzels, and I do not like the cream cheese pretzels that you get over here. I think it's strange that the cream cheese is so hot. I normally would get a frozen Coke here, but I just had a coffee, so I feel like maybe cool it on the sugar and the caffeine. So we're gonna eat Mickey pretzel together with cheese. I didn't get cheese for $1. Yeah. Disney World has significantly better pretzels. Two off the top of my head is the giant pretzel with beer cheese over at Pongu Pongu in Animal Kingdom, or just the German pretzels in the Germany Pavilion over in Epcot. Both of those are wonderful. They're like true, massive, delicious pretzels. This one is more about nostalgia for me. It's simple, it's savory, and it's good for pictures. It will not be the best pretzel I've ever had, but it's tasty and it's fine. So please, calm down. I love these. I literally have a keychain of this. You guys, I'm getting so excited. We are heading in to our last major attraction for the day. Let's do a time check really quick because we've not done one. Okay, 3.5 hours. Not loving how high that is, but it's okay. We've had to do some lengthy things. So next up, we are gonna head into Monster Inc. Laugh Floor. This is actually a really neat show, and it counts as live entertainment, actually. Let's see, where's the standby? Over here. Monstropolis is now trying to create energy based off of laughs, thanks to the first Monsters Inc. movie, and you have to help with their laughter. You have to laugh. So the monsters are telling jokes, you can send in jokes, and it's really interactive with the audience, which is pretty cool. I actually really love this show. We don't do it a lot, but it's a lot of fun. So really excited.
Raise your hand up if you're a fan of the Mike Wazowski. Let me see the Wazowski. All right. I guess that takes care of the mic check. The mic check. Look, a little one right here. Hello, everyone. I'm Sam. This is my little sister, Ella. You probably heard of us. We are Sam and Ella. Where are you from, Pauline?
New York.
New York.
New York is the largest desert country in the whole entire world. It's known for camels and kangaroos and the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Pauline. Is that correct?
Sure. I want to talk to the ones that have their seatbelts on in the non-moving theater.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Danny.
Danny. And you, miss?
Corey.
Corey. Where are you two from?
From Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Okay, I got this one. That is a teeny tiny Arctic island on the south coast of the North Pole. It is known for pickles, pancakes, penguins, and polar bears, and the Eiffel Tower.
Is that correct?
Sure.
Call me butter, I am on a roll.
Okay, we have 2 small tasks left to complete all of Tomorrowland. That show is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it took 2 full shows for me to finally get in the theater, so it was a little bit longer than I thought it would be. I've been here since park open. I have not stopped at all. This has taken me longer than I thought it would, to be totally honest. But the last 2 things will take no time at all, so let's go get them done. To the left of Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. And this is arguably one of the most famous walls in Disney World. This is it. This is the purple wall. And if you've never seen it, it's very Instagram famous. So we're gonna take a photo over here because that does count here in Tomorrowland. Okay, photo taken. And luckily, what we're gonna talk about last is right here. And kind of part of Tomorrowland and also kind of not. And I'll explain why. Okay, so this is Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant, which used to be a full quick service here in Tomorrowland. And I say it's kind of included and kind of not because this isn't really open anymore. Disney formally says it's open seasonally, and that is true within reason because you can come to the dessert parties here. So oftentimes they'll do dessert parties for Happily Ever After. Right now they're doing Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular dessert party here at Tomorrowland Terrace. but you really can't just like super sit and have a meal here. It's not a quick service anymore. So while you can spend some time here, honestly, it's really not open unless you're gonna do the dessert parties, which are kind of, hit or miss. But what you can do is come spend some time up here if you need a place to relax, and we think it's a hidden gem, so let's relax for a second. So this area is not open all day, but it is open majority of the day, and it is really nice because nobody's really ever up here. It's in the shade, it's cool, and there's lots of tables. So a lot of times we will come rest here, have meals here, just like take a moment. And there's bathrooms back here, which is kind of the best tip, because nobody knows there's bathrooms back here. So we can check this one off our list and stop our timer. It only took us 4 hours and 8 minutes. It's a little bit longer than I thought, but also we did every single thing here. We met some characters. We met Stitch, which was exciting. We even rode Tron. We rode 2 of the biggest rides in Magic Kingdom today, and lots of my favorites. So I don't think it's 4 hours wasted by any means. Now I will say, if you love Tomorrowland like I do, Space Mountain, I mean, I'm a big fan, this is a great use of your time. If you have a lot of other interests throughout Disney World, maybe consider not doing everything in Tomorrowland. I think you could pick 1 or 2 of the shows. You could do the rides later. You could prioritize other hard-hitting rides for your rope drop, things like that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now go watch how fast we can do everything in Fantasyland.